Hey guys, welcome back to this St Pölten series. I'm going to be live comming a league game against SV Ried for you today, but first off I'm going to show you the transfer business I've done with that influx of cash. It's not been too much, just one or two additions to the squad where it wasn't very deep, so I'll show you the transfer business now. Going out, the main one really, Peter Brandl, who was very good for us at defensive midfielder, very versatile player, but he wasn't really improving a lot. He's 27 now, so he's going to start to decline. I've got younger, fresher players coming through, and to get, 250k for him when he was valued at 100k, I just thought, let's do it. So that's Peter Brandl gone, and I let Alexander Frank go out on loan just because he wasn't getting any games. So hopefully he'll be banging in the goals in the first division. Coming in, I've got a defensive midfielder, Osei, oh god, that's terrible. Oisenu Cisse, defensive midfielder, used in my 4-5-1 tactic where I have to use a ball-winning midfielder. Could work on his passing. For that role, I look to get the defensive midfielders to support counter-attacks, so his passing could definitely be improved, and that's something I'll be looking for. But he's got good defensive stats, 12 marking, 12 tackling, 13 heading, 18 strength, so he's a very good player to sort of shepherd the defence. We just need to improve him a bit technically, and he'll be a very good player for us. I've got another youngster coming in for 375k, hefty price tag, but we can afford it now. He's only 18, he's got good core stats I think for an attacking midfielder. Could improve his dribbling as it's only 9. Look at that, 13 technique, 14 passing, 14 first touch. For an 18-year-old, he could be going into the 15s, 16s by the prime of his career easily. I've got two other youngsters coming in who will be joining me next season. I've got a left back, Levon Gajarian. I need to factor in the ease of pronunciation of these players' names when I do my transfers, but he's already fit for the first team, I think. 10 marking, 12 tackling, 15 dribbling. He could play as a wing back, 15 pace. He's so quick. Might train him to be a left winger, just so we've got more cover there. He'd definitely make a very good one. The way I play my fullbacks, limited fullbacks, it's not going to be easy for him to show his attacking talent, so I'll definitely be looking to retrain him further up the pitch. Another 17-year-old from Rudar, Amir Djidic. I believe I've actually got that one right. He's a central defender. He's only 17, he's got 13 marking, 15 tackling. Perfect player to partner Sebastian Fuchs, who I've already got at the club, part of my youth intake. He's got fantastic core stats for a defender already. Look at that. Yeah, 15 determination as well. He looks like he's going to improve leaps and bounds. Fantastic young player. So that's pretty much all there is on the transfer front. I'm going to go into the 3 fixtures that have been played since I last left you. First game in this run of fixtures was an away game at Wolfsberger AC, and we managed to take a 2-1 victory. It starts with Edin Ibrahimovic finding Hofbauer in the middle, who delivers a fantastic finish, and doesn't he look proud of himself? 1-0 St Pölten. Not long after that, we extended our lead through some running from Ibrahimovic on the right wing, who delivers a fantastic ball to the path of Dominik Hofbauer, who again finishes very well from an angle. Apologies for the lag on the 3D match engine there. On 78 minutes, Wolfsberger did manage to set up a nervous finish after Micic got the ball in the box to cross for Jacobo, but it was too little too late and we held on. What then followed was a pretty frustrating defeat at home to Austria Vienna. We lost 2-1, but I think we deserved at least a draw out of this game. The first goal coming from Mellinger, who is turning into an absolute animal in this division. He tucked it away inside half an hour. Just before half time, we managed to salvage an equaliser. It came from Kirschbaumer, finding René Felix in the middle, who laid it off to Ibrahimovic, who eats those sorts of chances for breakfast. At that point, 85 minutes or so gone, I slapped on contain, waste time, take a breather, all that stuff, but frustratingly, it just wasn't enough to hold on for the point that we deserved. The goal again coming from Mellinger after a smart 1-2 with Lazaro. Very frustrating. What then followed in the first game after the winter break was what you might say is an even poorer result. This time against Admira, it was still cut adrift at the bottom of the table. We only managed a 2-2 draw, which is equally frustrating as we managed to take a 2-0 lead and throw it away. The first goal came as Ceppolini found some space on the right wing, delivered a ball, and Dominik Hofbauer finished it on the opposite flank. The second goal came from a goalkeeping clanger, this time in our favour. Hofbauer crossing it into the box, the keeper spilling it, and Ibrahimovic pouncing on the mistake. But then, just before half-time, Admira, actually it was just after the restart, wasn't it, because they've switched sides. Yeah, just after the restart, Admira managed to get a goal back. To be fair, it wasn't a bad goal at all. Guga with an absolute screamer from 25 yards. The sucker punch came on the hour mark through a counter-attack from our own corner. Diaby was up the pitch to collect the ball. Weber passing it to Schopf, who delivers an unstoppable finish, putting it just beyond Riegler's reach. And I was banging my desk in frustration at that point. This is how those results leave the table going into our game with SV Ried. As you can see, we're still ahead of them, but SV Ried have a game in hand. If we did manage to beat SV Ried today, we would open up a 5-point gap and negate the effect of SV Ried winning their game in hand, which I believe is against SV Mattersburg. So it could be a pretty crucial win if we manage to pull it off. Okay guys, let's go to the team selection then. We're going to play the more cautious 4-5-1 tactic. Switch the defenders back to limited, because playing them as central defenders just didn't work for some reason. Okay, obviously Rene Felix cannot play as a ball-winning midfielder, so we'll bring Cisse in, the guy's first name I cannot for the life of me pronounce. I'm going to, I think, give Kirschbaumer a rest in favour of Lukas Stankovic, a little 17-year-old Schweck in the making. Also going to bring off Ambitschel, because he's pretty tired. I'm going to bring on Rene Felix in his place. I'm also going to bring on Sebastian Fuchs, 17-year-old defender who's got 5-star potential ability. Just going to look to give him as much game time as I can, because top 4 isn't really our everything. Okay, they're going for a deep lying 4-2-3-1, very hipster, but most of our sort of attacking prowess is done on the wings, so those two anchor men in defensive midfield may not see a lot of the ball. The favourites for this game, so that's encouraging. We're going to go into the team talk then, just encourage the players. How much green do we get? Quite a lot of green. Let's get extensive amounts of green by telling them that we have faith in them. That's just given us absolutely no green whatsoever. It's the first time that's ever happened to me. Okay, we start the game then. SV Ried in possession after the kickoff, but they give the ball away, and that's the end of the kickoff highlight. Okay. 7 minutes gone and we have our first highlight. Hofbauer with the header. See what Stankovic can do, the 17-year-old. Now, very, very tidy and comfortable in possession for a lad of his age. Ibrahimovic holding it up now. Stankovic, Ceppolini, playing some lovely stuff. Now, he puts in a through ball, but it's too heavy for Rene Felix. Don't tell me that's the highlight. Huber cutting out that long ball forward, but he's missed the interception, and Elseng is through and goal, but it's a poor finish, and Riegler pounces on the ball. And that is the end of the highlight. Probably a fairly even start to the game. Very evenly matched teams. It's going to be tough to grind out a result here. Second highlight then on the half-hour mark. They're coming at us on the wing here. Well dealt with initially, the cross, but it's got back to them. Oh dear, yeah, he's mugged us there. Oh no. Oh no. Can't afford to lose this game. Top 4's are everything. Fuck. Alright, we're coming up to half time. We've not really had a sniff, to be honest. Pretty poor, just when I need them most to deliver. Absolute aggression in this team talk. They're getting absolutely pounded. A lot of green there. That's what we want to see. Highlight straight from kickoff, so maybe this something will come of this. Hofbauer, he's got too many men beside him, surely. He's just, wow. Good tackle, I guess. Looks a bit two-footed, to be honest. Hofbauer now. He's causing havoc. Oh, it's straight at the keeper. Unlucky. This has been pretty poor. At least there's been plenty of highlights. Not usually that many in my games. I'm a bit of a Sam Allardyce sort of manager, it has to be said. Gets the results though, so I'm not going to complain. Stankovic finds Ibra. Switches it to Felix nicely. That's a corner. Can Hofbauer whip something in? Cepelini gets his head on it. No. Chance is gone. No, there's no break. So we're going to head to the hour mark and we're going to make our substitutions. Ibra can come off because he's had an absolute stinker. And I'm going to take Rennie Felix off and replace him with Bitchel. See what he can do. Alright, let's go. Changes are being made. Let's see what these changes can do. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I think Kirschbaum's going to have to come on for Cisse, and we're going to have to go all out here. The last few minutes. See if we can get something in the last 10. No, it's just not happening. Why have we been so poor? This has been terrible. Well, that's depressing. One of the worst performances I've seen from these lads. I'm just going to fuck them off in the team talk. And I'm going to be back after 27 games to review what we've been getting up to in that time. Later. Alright guys, welcome back. I have played the next 5 fixtures of this quarter, and let's see if we're any closer then to cementing our 4th place finish. We're just about holding on there with 27 gone. As you see, look at that. 4th us with 40, then 5th, 6th and 7th all on 39 points. Now, I don't know, I'm a bit annoyed at the fact that everyone's played a different amount of games, and it's not really a true reflection then on whether we're likely to hold on to 4th place. In fact, you could say
the table is fake.
Yeah, exactly. It's just not ideal. I'm still happy with the progress we've made. I think, come what may, it's been a definite improvement on last season. I believe we've nearly reached our points tally of last season already, so that just shows the progress that's been made at this club. Not necessarily having the best squad, but just being so well drilled in terms of tactics and whatnot. It's really been a very good season for us. Anyway then, I'll just quickly show you the last 5 fixtures that I've played since the live com. First up, we went to Rapid Vienna in what was always going to be an extraordinarily tough match, considering they're right up there with their city rivals challenging for the title, and Schwab there opens the scoring with an absolute screamer, which just showed his class compared to us. But miraculously, on the half-hour mark, we managed to equalise, and Bitchel's shot parried by the goalkeeper, but Rennie Felix is in the right place at the right time to equalise. And after our defence defended like absolute heroes, we managed to get our reward. Came from Ambitchel, finding Hofbauer, who had the vision to pick out Shibany with a fantastic pass, and his finish there was exquisite, and we managed to hold on. Funnily enough, I slapped on Contain at that point, happy with the draw, but contrary to what happened against Austria Vienna, we actually managed to score the winner. Then, after a 2-week break with no fixtures, we hosted Innsbruck, who are right up there with us challenging for 4th. We really struggled to break them down, so it was a relief when the goalkeeper absolutely gifted us the goal to win it after 67 minutes. Yannick Shibany punishing the keeper to full extent. We then hosted an underachieving Sturm Graz side, who took the lead through Oe Drago after a well-worked corner move. However, we got a goal back after 30 minutes. It came from Rennie Felix getting some space on the touchline and delivering a fantastic cross to Ibrahimovic, who finishes with a perfect finish. And we got the winner on the 75th minute. It came from Michael Ambitchel having the vision and quite a lot of luck to pick out Rennie Felix. Madel, you'd have to say, should have done a lot better with their cross, but Rennie Felix was there to punish some wayward defending and get us 3 more points. We then hosted Wolfsberger AC in what was a pretty dire performance. We struggled to break them down all game. We eventually did, in what admittedly was a pretty nice move. Arthur to Stankovic to Felix, who buries the finish. They then got what was pretty much an instant reply. And it came when Micic was able to find Schick, who delivers an absolute belter, hitting it first time and finding the top corner. But the last goal was one of the worst goals I've ever seen in terms of just very questionable defending, would be the politically correct way to put it. Yeah, I mean, what else can you say? Terrible. We then went to Austria Vienna and got a spirited but comprehensive, really, 4-2 defeat. First goal came when Gorgon managed to split open our defence to find Royer in acres of space to deliver the finish from an angle. They then extended their lead just 15 minutes later. Koch finding a lot of space out wide, who found Royer, who, despite a lot of pressure from the defenders, puts away his second of the game. We then gave ourselves hope just 10 minutes later, Ceppolini delivering a fantastic ball to Arthur, who finishes it well from an angle. Then Austria Vienna conspired to put the game beyond any doubt. And they managed to do that after Gorgon split open our defence yet again, and Ismail Tejuri smashed the finish from just outside the 6-yard box. We were yet again given a glimmer of hope after 80 minutes, a towering header from Gerald Pintip from a Ceppolini corner. However, in stoppage time, the defence was split open yet again, and Cleo was there to put away their 4th goal to seal the win, to help them in their championship push. That's it for this run of fixtures then, lads. I think I'll come back and live-com either the first or the second SV Mattersburg game. I think that'll probably be a very crucial game for us. Well, both of them actually will be very crucial for us in our quest for 4th place. So that'll be coming to you. If things are still tight by the last 2, maybe 3 games, I'll do an end of season live-com, which will be an absolute treat for me. So hopefully it comes to that. Hopefully you get to share what could be an exciting end to the season for us. So that'll be it for this video, guys. I'll see you at the Mattersburg game. Take care. Peace.